Today in our meditation, I will take up the same session which I took before in the last session. That is the session of Mundakopanishad mantra, where I said last week itself, I said this week also we will be doing this meditation. So for our meditation today is going to be on Mundak Upanishad, the second chapter, second section, the fourth mantra. This is a very useful method. It's a practical method. Each one of us can do this. It requires practice and it requires knowledge of Atma. You should know what is the goal. Like today we saw the goal is pure consciousness, objectless consciousness. That is what we call it as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is the target. What do I use for reaching this target? I go to the target by using my mind. My mind is the arrow. And what is the bow which I'm going to use? The bow is Omkara, the sound of Om. With the sound of Om, I'm going to take my intellect, the Buddhi, and hit the pure consciousness. This is how in Mundak Upanishad, the Acharya there teaches the student. And he says, take this and you will appreciate what I'm saying as the truth, which is the pure consciousness, Brahman. So I hope this is clear. If you're not clear at the end of the session, you can still ask me, but it's very simple. We have to use Om sound. This is a method to reach our own true self. Please close your eyes. Sit erect, spine erect, as much as possible. The feet, either if you're sitting in the ground, you can sit in Padmasana posture. But if you're listening with a table and a chair, you can sit with your feet firmly in the ground, because that will help you to straighten up your spine. Gently, I close my eyes. I become conscious of the breath passing through the body. I become aware of the breathing which goes on naturally. Prana Dikshanam. This process is called as observing the breath. A very powerful exercise to calm your mind. If you practice this daily for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you will find that your mind is controlled throughout the day. For the next 10 minutes, I am going to use the Pranava Omkara to reach the core of my personality. I will chant Om once. You hear the sound Om and relax. Om. 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 When I relax after the sound Om, I am deep within myself, pure Atma. That Atma without any objects, neither from the eyes, neither from the tongue, neither from the skin, is pure consciousness. There are no objects. The mind also does not think. The state is called a sattvic state of the mind. The sound Om is the arrow. When I chant in my mind, I am shooting that arrow. I do not know where the arrow lands, but the Upanishad tells me where the arrow lands is my true personality, the Atma. The world manifests in a small portion of this consciousness. A tiny bit, a corner. The rest of the self is pure consciousness. Practice now to chant Om in your mind. And then pause for a moment. Remember that pause is your real nature. Mentally chant Om 3 times yourself. The mind will rush to chant this Om. Pause deliberately after every chant. I will chant 3 more times. Learn to pause. Om. Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudacchade Purnasya Purnamathaya Purnamevavasishyade. Om. Shanti. 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 Beyond the mind lies Atma. It is ever-existent principle, pure light. The whole universe rises from this light of consciousness, exists in this light of consciousness, resolves in this light of consciousness. I remember this all the time. Please rub your hands, your palms against your eyes, eyebrows. Gently open your eyes.